Hi learners, in this video I'm going to talk about the different types or forms of business organization. Basically, the different forms of business organization can be classified as public enterprises, private enterprises and cooperative enterprises. Now, public enterprises are of the following types. Firstly, we have government departments. A government department refers to those entities where a separate department is created by the government to provide a particular service. So, departmental undertakings are special public undertakings which are organized as a separate department in the government to manage a particular service. Example, Indian Railways. The department which manages the service is under the direct control of the minister in charge. Like for railways, we have a railway department and we have a railway minister which is appointed by the government. And these departmental undertakings get annual appropriations from the government budget every year. Like whenever we have the budget, central budget allocated, we find that there are certain reservations which are made for allocation of the railway budget. So railways is an example of government department. The next kind of public enterprise we have is government companies. Now, government companies refers to a form of business enterprise which is owned, controlled and managed by the government. Basically, government companies refers to those entities where at least 51% or more of the ownership and control rests with the government. And these undertakings may be owned either by the central government or the state government. And these enterprises basically have been established to promote and develop core and essential sectors in the which are essential for the development of the economy. Some examples of this could be Hindustan Machine Tools, then we have BHEL, then we have BEMIL. So these are some of the examples of government undertakings. The next one we have is statutory corporations or public corporations. Now, statutory corporations or public corporations basically is a company which is formed under a special act of the parliament or legislature. And the powers, functions, management of these public corporations is laid down under a special act. Some examples of this could be like LIC, then we have State Bank of India. All these are examples of statutory corporations. Lastly, we have statutory boards, or also called as development boards. Now, statutory boards or development boards is a public enterprise which is formed basically to perform certain special activities. Now, basically, this is a public enterprise which works for the welfare of the public. And a development board is neither a departmental undertaking, nor a public corporation, nor a government company. Basically, a development board is established as per the Development Boards Act of 2013. And some examples of these development boards could be Radio Development Board, then we have a Product Development Board, we have insurance boards, we have trade promotion centers. All these come under statutory boards. The next, moving on to private enterprises, the first form of business organization under private enterprises is sole proprietorship. Now, sole proprietorship is a form of business organization in which the ownership and control rests with a single person, who is called as a sole proprietor. And the sole proprietor is responsible for the working of the concern. Next, we have a partnership concern. A partnership concern refers to those business enterprises which are formed by individuals which are two or more than two in number. Then we have Hindu undivided family. A Hindu undivided family refers to a joint family of the Hindus, where the manager is called as the Karta, and a joint business is carried out by the entire family. So basically, a Hindu undivided family form of business is carried on by a joint Hindu family which is managed by the senior male member, who is called as the Karta, and all the other male members of the family are called as co-partners. The firm is the joint property, and which is generally the ancestral property, and the liability of the Karta is unlimited. Next we have is joint stock companies. A joint stock company can be either a public company or a private company. A joint stock company basically refers to a voluntary association of individuals and formed for the purpose of doing a business and having a distinct name and limited liability. Again, the liability of the members is limited either to the shares which they have contributed, to the value of the shares which they have contributed, or to the amount they have guaranteed. Then moving on to cooperative enterprises. A cooperative enterprise refers to basically an association of persons, usually from people with limited means, form a cooperative society. And in a cooperative society, members have voluntarily joined together in order to achieve some common economic end, and through the formation of a democratically elected, through the formation of a democratically controlled business. A business now the cooperative societies is called as democratically controlled because the leaders of the cooperative societies are chosen by the members themselves, and generally the capital of a cooperative society is contributed by the members, and all the members accept the or bear the risks which is associated with the cooperative society and also enjoy the benefits of the undertaking. Further, there are different types of cooperative societies like consumer cooperative societies, producer cooperative societies, marketing cooperative societies, credit cooperative societies, housing cooperative societies. So, these are some of the different forms of cooperative societies. Apart from these forms of business organization, we also have joint uh, joint sector, which is basically a joint partnership between the governments and the private individuals. This is just an extension of the concept of a mixed economy. So these are the different forms of business organizations.